at doing this one thing, that didn't mean that you were ready to be a leader. I've had several supervisors who was like, I was just like, how did you get to this point? Like, were you just here longer than everybody else?
Right, they just had no choice but
like, how'd you
climb this ladder, right? All right, so let's go ahead and move on. So now we're gonna get into his fourth analysis. Now we're gonna go down the rabbit hole a little bit on this one, right? So let's enter the rabbit hole. Let's get a little heat going here, right? Okay, so has integration had any effect on black people's sense of community? So that's the question.
Do yourself a favor and listen to this hilarious flashback on Charm City Direct Radio Show.
You know me. I eat like this all the time. Do I gain any weight? No, at all. You can have my belly, right? I'm giving away body parts. Somebody said they need a butt. Somebody said they need a butt.
I can use a little extra tissue there.
I can pop it. Right now.
He out here giving out butt cheek donations.
Hey everybody, it's your girl, the magical glow getter herself, Aneesah Morine, co-host of the Charm City Direct Radio Show. Catch me and the rest of my team every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey everybody, this is your girl, the one and only Vic Cows. Check us out every Saturday from 5 to 7. Only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Oh, recently? Yeah. I was talking about overall. No, two. Two? That was Uber. That wasn't Uber.
Yeah.
That wasn't? Yeah, that was Uber.
That situation with Uber, I think you told us about.
But this guy, you know, my whole thing is pay attention. You know. I don't know if this dude was trying to get home or something, but he was speeding. Now, I'm with the flow. Like, you know, do your thing. But when you taking me out of my way and you speeding, little suspect. Trying to get my butt. Like the Clemson guy from the Ohio State game. Trying to... What? Yes. Yeah. Now, he picked me up from a job, right? And I'm telling him where to go. He refused not to go. And you're speeding. So I'm thinking, this is me. I'm in the back seat. He's speeding. And I'm like, he's trying to take me in an alley somewhere. You know. Really? And so I'm a little uncomfortable. So I'm noticing, I'm looking at the GPS. It's telling him to go this way. He's going this way. And I'm like, wait a minute. You taking me out of my way. I know I curse like a sailor, but
I do too.
There's sometimes you just don't curse. And this one time was that. Hey, look, y'all. I'm only going by what the GPS, yo. No real shit.
Oh. What? Oh,
fuck it. I quit. Oh. Like real shit? Really?
Wow.
Say you cussing? Wow. Trying to get my butt? Oh.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, welcome to the Charm City Direct Radio Show. This is your girl, the magical Aneesah Morine.
You start? Oh, yeah.
What's good, everybody? It's the man you all know and love, E. Digger.
We got a guest host here hanging out with us.
This is stopping by because I didn't get the guest host the last time because I was your engineer.
Right.
But you did it. You was awesome that day.
I did the best I could. I was a little nervous in the beginning. You know, it really benefits to have a production.
Somebody to talk to.
Yeah, that too. Yes. Because I was real lonely up in here.
But you did a good job. You did a really good job.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, it was really felt the spirit of E and everybody.
And you had a good guest.
What's going on?
That was a good guest.
Oh my gosh, that is a good thing that you have somebody who can actually engage a conversation. Because there's nothing worse than talking to somebody you gotta try to figure out what you're gonna say.
Like watching paint dry.
Yeah.
I've been there. Is he good?
I don't know.
He just having that type
the
of
earphones are connected to the chair.
See, that's my fault because I just That was my show today. Sorry about that, sir.
All right.
So you gonna hang out right there today?
Yeah, until I get the info. All right. Can y'all hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
Digger.
What's good, everybody?
You taking flight?
Down.
Yes.
Over here. I can't.
How about right here?
Oh, okay.
He didn't want to sit next to me. It's cool. Oh, wait, this is about to be connected.
Shout out to E the engineer.
Oh my God.
So what we gonna talk about today? Who's on the show? Thank you.
We got rap artists, hip hop music artists, DBL.
Okay.
I can't hear myself.
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
A little bit, yeah.
Turn it up.
Down by Law is in the building. Will be in the building.
Yeah, I can't hear.
They look like I
Wu-Tang.
thought it was the Wu-Tang Clan. I ain't even gonna lie. Got 4 of them.
Yeah, everybody was tagging each other on the flyer, and it appeared to be like a Wu-Tang situation. So I said, it's going to be a lot of people in here, and
He was nervous.
yeah, might break into a fight. They had to run out for a minute. Okay.
It's like so much
He's on
happening.
it.
So yeah, so they're going to be coming on the show momentarily.
And their musical's gonna be exclusively played. You can check it out on the Be Exposed website,
The Charm City Direct
Charm
page.
City Direct Radio Show, on Facebook.
Yeah.
And what else we'll be talking about? Kylie Jenner.
Yes. Growing up too fast.
Bang, bang.
Need to
Yeah,
slow
literally, bang, bang.
Need to slow how fast that's that.
I'm trying to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
That's how our grandparents did it.
What I say? She was hot in the anus part. Yes, very hot.
If she
Yeah,
did
hot
it there,
anus.
if she did it there, she wouldn't have that problem.
The whole anus
yeah,
part.
The whole.
The whole.
Well, no.
What they call it? The
Well,
keef?
yeah.
The keef? Is that what it's called?
Huh?
The keef? What's that little area right there?
The anus.
No, it's called the Keef or Keef or something like that. I'll look it up. Queef.
Queef.
Yeah,
Queef. Yeah, queef.
The
Hot in her
part.
queef region.
Yeah, the queef region. I like that. I like that. The queef region.
Anus just sounds so. Ooh.
Also, we're going to be talking about the the Kenneka Jenkins murder. It's so much is going on with that, and we just want to know what really happened. Like when it all came out, the young lady who did the video, they were trying to say that she set her up. Then they showed another video of her partying, just partying.
Yeah.
Then there's another video that she is like so drunk.
Kenneka Jenkins, yes.
That she is so drunk that she was walking around in the hotel basement area around the freezers. So we don't know what happened. Like she just got overly drunk and stumbled in a freezer. Moms don't seem to know.
Yeah.
And that's like real scary. So it's an actual mystery to know what actually went on.
And nobody's saying anything.
And that's the thing. Nobody's
really
saying
saying anything, and nobody is like with any real answers as to what happened to her. I mean, the rumors are we went from being raped to just being over intoxicated to
It's too many rumors going on.
It's too much going on. And
I feel for the family that gotta like read and listen to all of those speculations when somebody could probably just tell you the truth.
Right. And why wasn't she not looked out for? You know what I'm saying? Here it is, somebody who's supposed to be her best friend. You know.
So are they saying that the best friend knew she was going downstairs, or?
You know, I need to read that story all over again. I mean, from what I understand, it sounds like the best friend set her up. You know, just bringing her there and getting her intoxicated.
Yeah. But then my question is, like, how did it jump from rape to now she just get obliviously drunk and is walking down in the basement area?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So three things are happening in this time frame.
Well, they saying she was raped in the freezer. She was drunk. That's how she got to the freezer, or she was drunk before she got to the freezer, and she was raped.
See?
That's what they were saying at first. Like, but
I
now,
thought she was raped in the room.
See, and this is the crazy part. So it's too many different, and what it sounds like is stuff is leaking from what people are probably being investigated or interviewed, and then stuff is being too many stories that's going around.
That's another thing. A lot of people were junior detectives in this whole
that wasn't
situation.
even there.
Wasn't even there. Wow. Like two people that I recall. One guy, he was so animated. I wish I could find that video. He was like, "This is what I used to do 20 years ago."
Put people in freezers. What was he?
No,
doing?
Like he was saying he was a voice analyst.
Oh, okay.
Sound analyst, and what he does is, I mean, it's a good tactic. Yeah, he take the original sound, the original conversations, because you notice that the girl with the glasses, she was mumbling a lot. She was and then she turned the music on so nobody could hear her and possibly not feel guilty. You see what I'm saying? Like, they heard her screaming, but she turned the music up to drown out that sound.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So she was screaming and somebody was drowning out the...
Yeah, they turned the music up.
So the girl who did it turned the music up. Is saying this on live or something?
Yeah, she was on live. Go back to the actual first video with the girl with the shades. Also, and I'm being a junior detective my damn self, so in the glass.
He's a voice analyst.
You can't handle the truth. You can see, for prosecution. You can see in the glasses what was going on. You see what I'm saying? And then, like I said, the guy who did the whole voice noise analyst, he was saying he was taking little bits and pieces and separating the sound, and you can hear it clearly of the girl asking for help, she's screaming for help, and what the girl with the shades was saying. They was like, damn, that's a damn shame they in there raping her.
Wait a minute. So on the video,
on the live,
he uncovered her saying that this was happening. Oh, I thought you were saying it was video of it actually happening.
No, it was happening. It was happening in the room, because they tried to say that the girl...
she was on live while it was happening?
Yes, she was on live while it was happening. And you can hear her after because remember, she was mumbling.
The best friend was mumbling.
Yeah, the one with the glasses.
Yeah.
She was mumbling. She was like, it's a shame he's raping her, stuff like that. But you couldn't hear her because the music was so loud. I do it all the time.
He just took the music out.
He took the music out. He took all the background sounds out. And
he's good.
Hear her. Yeah, he's good. But
we need to find him.
Everybody named Mama was being junior detectives, and all the other videos that was surfacing. You see what I'm saying? You had people not even involved in the case making videos and shit. Like, come on.
But see, and people don't realize that affects public opinion, and it really takes the story, because now it's find Kenneka Jenkins. Like, before they found her, like, let's let them do their job at least before we start speculating, because now all that stuff is out, and most of that stuff don't even be true or associated with it, and then we find out, Oh yeah, she did walk down there by herself, and then the story is so blown out of proportion at that.
That's what I was saying. I had made a.
They edited the release footage. Wow.
That's why I said somebody said that they felt like somebody was by her side, and they erased that person from out of it.
Yeah, and just the whole. Her walking down a whole different building, side of the building,
and it
by herself,
and it just looked extra. Like she was just.
Yeah, it did, like, didn't it?
Come on now. I mean, I've seen drunk people.
I've been drunk. Shit, I know. I don't never walk like that.
Yeah, it was just.
But
too
she's
much
still
to
young
that.
though, so.
But the girl in that video was fat as shit.
Yeah, she did have little. She was a little meaty. Yeah. She was a little meaty.
But the Kenneka was kind of skinny.
She was 19.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. On the camera, they say you know you gained weight, but I saw Kenneka,
and it was like a security cam, so you can never really be.
So you really sure. and they showed 3 different
angles,
angles from it.
And how is it that we didn't even see her actually go into the freezer? We saw her going to the kitchen.
That's the and see I can watch stuff like that. So I just saw like the little 3-second clips that they be having, and that's in my mind. Now I'm saying, is it somebody that worked there?
Like, because they said to somebody,
and her friends was butt ugly and jealous. Okay.
Okay. But they said that somebody was working there. That's how they was able to get the room. So forth.
So they knew the person who was working there.
Also, the one with the shade, I don't know her name.
What is this? This is scary.
Shades.
She was just gonna call her Shades.
Shades. We just gonna call her Shades. Nate, like, what is this?
What is her name?
He's gonna
everything you do.
He's gonna poke himself out. He did gonna be blind.
With shades on.
With shades on.
Where are my shades? By okay, they outside. Shades even called some people. Mm-hmm. She was talking on her phone
while this was happening.
And they were saying, while it was going on Facebook Live, and they were saying that it was the guys who she was telling to come up to the room.
And we didn't get any footage of the guys or what the guys look like.
You can see him with the glasses. It's a habit.
Wow. So did they look older, like older men, or they looked about their age? They look like older men.
Old. Not old, but
probably in their 20s.
But for them to be able to go down to a freezer that's like in a basement or something, that has to be somebody that, and I'm being junior detective. It just felt like somebody who worked there.
They were over 20.
Okay.
Yeah,
it just felt like that. Maybe it's somebody that worked there. Like, did they get the hookup and that person is involved?
Probably.
And now they covering it up. Like, all of this stuff makes sense, but it's just like you can tell it's bits and pieces of the story, and when it all get put together, that's gonna be the
problem.
Did somebody just tell the truth so her parents can have like
that peace?
Peace.
I feel for any family member who, outside of this crime, has dealt with something that they have no peace from. Mm-hmm. Like the child's been murdered for whatever reason, and they have no peace. That has got to be. I would not wish that on my worst enemy.
My grandmother was killed. It was, I don't know if y'all remember, a couple years ago, it was like a string of people, older ladies or old people that was found like dead or tied up in their apartments. Okay. That happened to my grandmother, and they kind of telling us bits and pieces, because you know how people talk in jail and then snitch.
Yeah.
So bits and pieces of the story is coming out, but it's like an ugly turn that it looks like it's about to take. But you just don't have peace with stuff like that. So that don't snitch thing is really unless you're the family, you have no idea what that feels like.
Right. So we'll be back when we can keep. Okay, never mind. So yeah, I feel you. I thought you was about to mention. I know around this time, between October, November, so we have a lot of like gang initiations during this time.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I know that there was a time when there was women and elderly being assaulted on bus stops and stuff and being shot. on bus stops, like just maybe a few years years back, I remember. And it always makes me a little nervous being out and about when during this time.
Because it's getting cold and people getting reckless and they don't care.
They do not care. They just...
And the young... Well, he wasn't a young man. The older gentleman that was just attacked, he was on the bus stop and he was attacked by, they didn't say the color, but you're right, around this time, around Christmas time, Thanksgiving, they do those dumb initiation situations for the gangs, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy. So I was also looking at a video that in Rosemount, Illinois, that they was doing this huge human trafficking investigation in Illinois. And they even went as far as to talk to the gentleman. Of course, he wasn't, I'm not going to talk about it. And he had it was a plant, some type of plant. And they was just bringing in bags and bags. And he was under surveillance, all of that. And when they approached him, they asked him for questions. And he was like, he didn't even say nothing. He just got in his van and just left. But it's kind of odd that around in that area, and they even showed the hotel of where these girls was at.
Wow.
And it happened in Rosemount, Illinois. They showed the hotel. The plant is not that far from the hotel. So you got to take that under consideration.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the huge problem here in America is trafficking.
Yeah.
Human trafficking.
I also saw that she, someone posted that she was Black Lives Matter, supporter, and that somehow maybe that had something to do with it too. Maybe some evidence has been cleared up because of that, messed up because of that reason as well. But that was just, again, speculation, just a whole lot of not knowing what happened.
I know they were saying that she was involved in a lot of things, like outside,
Did they show the guys at all? Did they ever show the guys?
We're going to break at this time. We'll be back. Charm City Direct Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin' Street? Girlin' Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Y'all ready? Yo, who at the door? Let him in. Yo, come in, have a seat on McLean's couch. We'll host the Brahma Bowl and go with Bliss. Talking about real topics with a therapeutic twist. It's on every Tuesday, so tune into this from 9 to 11 on Be Exposed Radio. Two minds are better than one. Let the truth unfold, cause it's McLean's couch, McLean's couch, McLean's couch, McLean's couch, yeah. Say Buddha said.
Welcome to another installment of...
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show. Now here's one little speech I'm going to give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, fear is big business. Fear is big business. I'm not telling you not to be alarmed by what you're seeing. I'm not telling you not to be concerned. What I'm saying is not to buy into the notion that we should be afraid. You should be informed. You should be aware. You should start educating yourself about some things. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answer. I wish I could say that if you did X, Y, and Z, you might not get shot by the police. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. But what I can say is just start making yourself aware of what's going on, but don't be so consumed by what you're seeing that you become afraid, that you don't want to go out. Or you become numb. That's a good point, Nate. Nate said, or you become numb to it, like you just don't care. So we need you to just continue to be in touch with what's going on, but educate your family, talk to your sons, talk to your daughters, because it's not just limited to men. We know from Sandra Bland, she was a young woman who was killed. And we don't want to say, we don't know all the details behind what happened. No, the fact is that person's life still matters. They still have rights. They should not just be killed dead before they even get a trial. Okay, that's the point. They deserve a trial at least, but they can't even make it to the jail cell to get a trial, to be tried. They're being killed even before arrest. Terrible. So that's my soapbox.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's radio loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the show. Charm City Direct Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com. That phone don't like y'all. Phone don't like y'all. If a phone drop more than once, don't like y'all. And it's an Apple phone? Sorry, no, I'm just playing. Thank you for watching the show. 3 ways you can watch the show. Go to YouTube, type in Be Exposed Radio. Go to the official website of Be Exposed Radio at BeExposedRadio.com, or you could go to the official fan page of the Charm City Direct Radio Show at Facebook.com/Charm City Direct BXR. It's amazing how I can remember all of that.
Yeah, I never remember.
Wow.
Maybe 1 or 2.
Because at my old age, I'm bound to forget
I'm right
something.
behind you.
Uh-oh.
40.
Really?
Yes.
I know. 40, shawty.
Oh, yeah. Shawty.
Oh, we cut up in here, so.
I'm seeing.
It caught me off guard, though, because remember, I was like, we sending the clean songs.
And we was questioning
that episode, and I was like, they was really wild.
The clip is 6 minutes. Oh,
you can't shorten it. You can shorten it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Live in the studio, we have DBL.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Down by Law.
Yes,
I love the name. Hit it. What's good with y'all? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being on the show.
It's no problem. It's no problem.
Thank you for us. We DBL, aka Down by Law. I'm D Skills Harris.
I'm Tajay Christopher.
And I'm Vaughn.
That's what's up. That's what's up. D Skills, I want to publicly apologize to you right now. And I said I was going to do this on the radio. I saw the competition. Great work. I was just going in on this man, right? I was like, all kind of D's nuts in your mouth and all of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nah, he was really going in.
I was going in.
My thing like this, you gotta be able to laugh at yourself. And my whole thing is like this. I ain't really feel no type of way. I'm an MC. We not supposed to be hand holding or nut hugging or nothing like that. My thing like this, people gonna talk. When you doing good, people gonna talk. When you not doing well, people gonna talk more.
Right.
So I just brushed it off. It's all good. I ain't had no ill will. You know what I mean? But since we up here, you mind if I get in some shout outs? You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
All right, shout out my man Davon from Poughkeepsie, New York. Just moved down to North Carolina, doing his thing.
a producing savage. That's the next J Dilla in my opinion.
He raps and he sings. Might as well be Dilla.
Right.
But
that's what's up.
Everybody at home from DBL, it's like 20 of us.
It's 20.
I swear, I said, God damn, how many of them is
it? Is at least. I'm gonna say at least every year we have to count the list.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Every year we have to count the list, and it grows by more.
All right. Wow. Skills has Tajay, Christopher.
Oh God, here we go.
Vaughn, Willie B, Lil, Fort Bricks,
Lucas Wanders.
Wait a minute, you said 4 breaks.
Bricks.
Bricks. Okay, 4 bricks. Okay.
4-1 Tez.
Okay.
4-1 Tez.
Okay.
Rel, you have from the
Till.
Nico.
Anonymous.
That's my young boy.
Please don't make me count all these people right now. Please, it's too many.
All right. And if I ain't mention y'all,
if we didn't mention y'all, it's all love. It's just 5 billion of us.
Yes.
That's what's up.
So all of you, all 20 of you.
Oh, shout out to Brandy.
Y'all lyricists, what are y'all? Like producers? Is it just a mixture of everyone?
A lot
what
of
is
us
this?
do different things. So I'm an MC.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like, I do rap, but a rapper is somebody who just put words together. MC, you move the crowd, and you actually saying something in your lyrics.
Okay.
So I'm from that cloth, like KRS, people like that. Busy
okay.
B, but I spit, I produce a little bit.
Don't lie. Don't say a little bit. Don't lie.
A little bit,
Stop
yo. He's a dope
public.
producer too, yo. Don't let him
Stop
fool
lying
you.
to the public.
I battle. Right.
Me, I would say an MC as well. I feel like hip hop is a story, so everything follows a story.
Okay.
Tell that story when you rap.
Okay.
That's just how I feel about it personally.
And me, if you want the hip hop with the MC and everything, I'll get that to you. And if you want the R&B, I'll also get that to you as well.
So you sing as well?
Something.
Rappers, singers, and producers.
Okay.
So, some like me and Tajay, myself, Lucas Wanders, that part of the group, we handle more of the boom bap, Wu-Tang tribe type stuff.
I said Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
But we got like other people in the group who handle the more modern stuff, and sometimes we cross over and we do.
It's fun when we cross over, or when we blend it too. That's just a whole nother world.
We show them that we can do that too. Like,
right.
We're not just
so it's safe to say it's something for everybody.
Right.
Yeah, we're very versatile as a group, as a whole.
I love that because you got some groups that only stick to one thing.
That gets boring after a while.
Yeah, it get real boring. So glad y'all came on the show. I'm excited.
Oh, thank you. This is wonderful.
Excited.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
When my man hit me up, I kind of got scared. You know, you can dish it, but when me, it's like, hey, brother.
I'm so confused. What do you mean? If you don't mind me reliving this, why did you get to the point where what happened?
Okay, so this is what happened.
We were at Rap God at the depot.
Yeah.
Shout out Shaka and Chenier.
Yeah, shout out to Shaka Pitts, Chenier. They host Rap God battle.
Okay.
Jada Lioness. Shout out to Jada.
Yeah.
Yes. The goddess of MC. She was battling Spence, and it was a 3-song battle, and they picked their best songs and they go back and forth.
Okay.
So it's a portion in there where is it 30-second freestyle?
50.
No, it was 50. After the song battle. So before the song battle, it was a cipher. Then people signed up for the open mic portion. They did that. Then Jada Lyons versus Spence and J1. So after that, it was like
there was the 50
and you get 45 seconds. 50 seconds?
You get 50 seconds.
50 seconds. Yeah.
Spit the best verse out of everybody else who jumps in that last cipher.
Yeah.
And the beat was Simon Says by Pharoah Monch. So we were going one by one. It was us. It was Darius. Shout out Darius.
That's on me.
Shout out to my
cousin. So yeah.
So my man got up, and he was doing this thing, and I was just going in, and I said it. Somebody is going to check me, because he responded. He was like, "Hey, nigga." It wasn't me, man. It wasn't me. It was my alter ego. You blame that. But, like he said, he took the criticism and he didn't show any type of, anger, and I apologize. I said, I'm being a dick about it. I was just having fun. That's having fun.
No, I was dying because I had on the bucket. This man was like dynamite.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking. I honestly thought he was talking about me at first. He said he was talking about you. I was like, oh.
No, he was talking about
Yeah,
me.
I was doing the whole time I was typing. I was dynamite, and I said no, let me stop. So my man hit me up, and this is DBL. You know, he was like, I want to know if we can, you know, come on the show, and I said, of course. That was my way of yes. He's not mad. It's like, of course you could come on the show. Yes, we kumbaya moments. Yeah. So yeah, that was that, and you know, once I saw your, you know, your talent and straight bars, like straight bars.
Me came up in here owning it. He's like, can I start shouting people out?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna start right here.
And then, you know, and that takes a lot for
Yeah.
a person, you know, because some people get on the radio and just tense up.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I feel like I was
5
born for
minutes.
this. I feel like everybody in my group is very serious about it, and I feel like we were born to do this. Every time I record a song or I'm about to perform, that's what I tell myself in my head, because I feel like rap is supposed to be like boxing. It's supposed to be like a gladiator sport. You don't play boxing, you box. You know what I mean? You don't play rap, you rap. My whole thing is like
if y'all known how many times he gave me this lecture.
Real talk. Karen's once said it best. People die so I can rhyme. So why would I grab the mic and waste my nation's time? So that's where I come from with it.
So how do you pick the members of DBL?
And how did everyone come to this place?
Yeah, I tell a story. DBL started back when we were in high school. We were at Coppin Academy High School.
West Side.
Hey, what's that?
Yeah. That's a new school, right?
Fairly new.
Within Coppin University?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Daryl actually started. He was like 15 going on 16. I was 16 going on 17.
Okay.
Already building up little members here and there. Everybody was already mutual friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
How I came though? I don't.
What happened was, when I first came there, I transferred from Friends School of Baltimore. While I was there, I had just started burning EPs and selling CDs and things like that. So when I came to Coppin, I was trying to do the same thing, but I didn't really know anybody.
Okay.
So I had Ford Bricks. He was in my class. So when I freestyled for him, he started bringing me around to everybody else who rapped in school, and then he was like, "What's your name?" So I was like, "Skills." So he started telling people about me, and then word got around the school, and it was like I started freestyling for everybody. Then next thing you know, we started our little collective.
If y'all know how many freestyles he did within less than a month.
We was rapping every day. Like lunch table, when we get outside, we were ciphering. I was battling. Like it was
class transitions, freestyle 3. Get 30 seconds of freestyle in.
No, I couldn't go to the bathroom. You know, first month after people started knowing, because they knew me for a debate and everything like that.
Right.
But we had these lunchtime things. We had a microphone, so you go up there and rap, and I battle somebody. So it was like I couldn't go to the bathroom if somebody else was in there, because I might come out from doing what I had to do, and somebody be like, kick a run. And I'm like, come on, you know. And then they would know if I said it the day before that. They would know if I said it because they remember what I said.
Right.
So like, you can't say that. You said that yesterday.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how it was.
And you got those people that sit there and yo, cafeteria tables. I don't know what they are made of, but they give the best drums.
Those are
That come from? We African.
True.
It was this real big dude that when I was in high school, nobody else can bang on the table but him, and he was big.
Yeah.
His beats, like if anybody tried, like I'm gonna do it this beat, let's look at you like, no, I am the table beatbox maker.
Dude, that's in his blood.
Right.
That's in his blood.
When he didn't come to school, we felt it. Like, hey, man, you know, and the beatbox, the mouth, it just wasn't cut. It didn't do it justice for us.
Right.
So
make the music.
But over time, well, I'm gonna say that when we first started was like 2012. Fast forward 5 years now.
Oh, my bad. I don't mean to cut you off, but the DBL comes from two places. MC Shane made an album called Down by Law. You know, love the Juice Crew, but mainly it comes from the movie Wild Style. The theme from Wild Style is Down by Law, and Grand Wizard Theodore did the voice over that, and he kept saying, I'm down by law. And I love Wild Style. That's one of the first movies I ever saw that was hip-hop related.
Right.
And that helped make me fall in love with hip-hop, along with Nas, One Love. But that's where it comes from. It comes from Wild Style.
Okay.
Okay, you were saying something?
Yeah. Then said over time we just constantly grown over members. Originally back in 2013, our agenda was like we're gonna be like Wu-Tang, our future. We're gonna cut off at 8 members. That never happened. That never happened. That was the worst agenda we've ever set for ourselves. Because over time we just kept meeting more people who was just as serious as us.
And that's the thing. In Baltimore especially, there's a lot of talent. And as far as MCing goes, like, and then rapping, there's people feel like there's just one sound, but there's a large, vast underground. Like, there's a lot of people who can really
and a lot of
spit.
talent here in Baltimore.
Like, and it's not like there's a lot of people who aren't talking about what everybody else is talking about.
Yeah.
If you had a chance to collab with any, let's start with Baltimore, any Baltimore artists, who would it be?
Oh, man.
Lab Tech One.
Okay.
Either Lab Tech One or Cliff Love. That is one of the nastiest raps I've seen in a minute to come from the city.
Cliff Love is
okay.
That dude is nasty.
I like to collaborate with what's the dude that was on the crew, the hook for crew.
Brett Fire.
Yeah, I like to collaborate with him.
Okay. Wow.
Or one
Black
more.
Chakra.
That's what. Thank you.
Stop playing. Yes, that's my man. But he's a poet.
No, Black Chakra can rap.
He can rap.
He
type in
I've
brain
seen
damage Jay Tesla on YouTube when you get the chance.
And Baltimore is small because his brother, I don't know who the oldest, but I want to say his little brother. I catch public transportation. I ain't afraid to say it. And he was catching the bus with us all that time. So we are down at UB Blake one night, and he walks in. I said, "What you doing here?" He was like, "My brother is right there." And I looked at him, and I looked at Black Chakra. I said, "Damn, y'all do look alike." You know?
Yeah.
And Baltimore is small. Baltimore is real small.
Very.
I said, all this time, in Black Chakra, there's a lot of other. I know him as poet first.
Yeah.
I never known
same
Black
here.
Chakra as artist or rapper.
Right.
He's one of my favorites.
The poets are dope too. You got
Poets are
Slangston
phenomenal.
Hughes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Slates.
Slangston.
Yeah.
I mean, Brian McCormick.
The poets are
Love
phenomenal.
the poet. Yeah. So
Metamorphosis.
when I saw Black Chakra, you know, he's animated. He gives
a performance.
And that's what I like. I
What
just
Mike
don't.
Tyson brought to the ring is what Black Chakra brings to that microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Last time I watched him perform was a couple of years ago with Amachandra.
Okay.
And he was actually playing an instrument. And I was like, that brother does everything. What does he not do?
Right.
He's so animated too.
Yeah.
I had a chance to talk to him. He had got on the bus, and I'm a groupie, y'all. I'm a groupie. I'm not a bad groupie, like.
You just support your local artists.
You show support where it's due.
You show love.
You would thought people on the bus would have thought
Exactly.
that, you know, this is like, who is this? You know, yeah. I said Black Chakra. You know? It was so. The lady's like, who? Wait, you know, I said Black Chakra. It's like, hey, what's up, man? What's up? Come, start talking, you know, and but people would have thought, you know, he was. Big time, a celebrity, you know.
He might as well be as far as the underground scene is.
Yeah.
Like Shaka. Shaka is like Cool Herc on the Baltimore hip hop scene.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, of course, like Lab Tech One is up there too. But when you see Shaka, especially if you're an MC, if you're an underground MC, it's like you in the right place.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You just happen to be at the right place at the right time, looking at the right person.
So where do y'all see yourselves 2 years from now?
Man.
Like right now, what are you guys working on?
How long have y'all been doing this?
Well,
I started 2 years ago.
So it's 2 years.
5 years for me.
5.
I used to battle all the time, and then I didn't start writing until my sophomore year of high school. So, what is it, 4 or 5 years?
That's right. That's
Okay.
6, 7
6,
years.
Yo, my math is not right.
He got years on me.
You gotta carry that one.
Got years on me. But
Okay,
I'm
so
ready.
so roughly about 6-7 years now. So where do y'all see yourselves?
Like 2 more
Hold
years
on,
from
how
now.
7 years, bro? I was like 15.
I'm adding a year on to y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm about to be
Subtract that one.
Subtract that one.
Take that one. Give me my one back.
5 years. But I'm sorry. What was the question?
Where y'all see
Where y'all
yourself
headed?
2
Where
more?
y'all headed?
Yeah.
Well, the
Where
thing
y'all
that we're
headed?
trying to do is that we're trying to perform out of state. We've been performing a lot in state, but one thing we want to do is perform out of state, like try to target other colleges and everything like that.
Okay.
But we need to get our business cards. We need to get our LLC, or like we need to start copywriting our music. We need to get a LLC so we can start functioning as a label, because with the amount of talent that we have and the talent that we're connected to, we can really like try to be the next Raucous Records, like something like that. 'Cause my thing is like this. I love Jay-Z. 444 was heat. I'm not trying to be a 40-year-old MC, but the thing is, Jay-Z isn't 40 and trying to pay bills and forcing his pen. Jay-Z is still out here spitting knowledge, like really.
It's his passion at this point.
And he loves
Right.
it. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to be 40 and rapping unless I really still love it. I want to make my albums, put others on, and just sit back and count.
Yeah. And that's best at this point that you build that foundation first, because there's no sense in, you know what I'm saying, you already know that, traveling, and you want to have everything already in place. I feel you on that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I was just saying, I mean, I agree with you on that part as far as like business-wise and just keeping everything in order.
Right.
Do y'all currently have a manager, or you guys?
Well,
That was my next question.
we do. We have a West Coast representative, Neo G from Avant Garde Music.
He is the savage. I know I've said savage like 5 billion times. The entire
Yeah, I'm
time
counting.
I've been here.
That's 3 carry the 1.
Three
Okay.
carry the one.
He handles,
X
I
minus
think,
square.
the West Coast, and he helped me. I released a single called "Creepin'." It was produced by Davon, and aka DMD, and it features OG Swami. He's another rapper from Maryland. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon. So he's mainly helping us spread our music. And we also we're about to start working with Connection. It's a entertainment company out of West Baltimore. So we're gonna see what we can do with that.
I heard of him. They have the Connection. It's a studio, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, I forget the name.
Mac.
The name.
The guy who runs it is Mac.
Mac. Okay. Yeah. White guy.
Black guy.
Black guy.
You're probably thinking of Brian. He's the studio engineer there.
Okay.
And he
Okay.
plays drums.
Okay.
Brian.
Because they just recently built that. It's not that old.
I mean, no, it's not that old, but the bottom, they used to do open mics and things like that at the bottom.
Okay.
And now it's a tattoo place. So now it's a studio upstairs. Right here. It used to be open mics and things like that.
Wow.
And where is it located in West?
Liberty Heights.
Okay.
So up the street from that new shop, right?
Oh, okay.
And people don't know. It's a lot of, I hate when artists say, it's nowhere to go.
That's not true.
It's not true because I believe that every little brother, a basement, connects, got studios and they're affordable.
Build up your own studio. My thing is like this. We're almost done. We have a studio space where I'm at, but we're adding on to it. My thing is like this. I don't ever want to feel indebted to anybody. My whole thing is like this. If I can learn how to do it, in other words, what's the saying, bro? If you teach a man how to fish or eat for life, if you give him fish or eat for that day,
right.
Teach yourself how to do it so that you don't need to kick out that money and you can just do it yourself. And then that could be your side hustle by selling studio time to somebody else.
There you go.
Right.
Wow.
Self-sufficiency.
Yeah, I love self-sufficiency. I feel you. I mean, I was just talking to my daughter about that the other day, about the importance of having your, learning. It's what Oprah teaches us all. Like, she does her own thing, but she left the network television to pursue her own network just because of that.
And it's doing very well.
Yes. It's doing very well. Yes.
Very well.
That's what I try to tell some artists, because a lot of us, and selling out is a loose term, but a lot of guys feel like they have to be overly commercial, change themselves entirely. Well, they tried to make Dave Chappelle wear a dress. And you know what he said? No, I'm going home to Africa. I'm going to get myself together, and then I'm going to come back. And when he came back, what did he get? $600 million from Netflix, right?
For two stand-ups.
You have to sell out. You don't.
We're going to take this quick break. And also, we have a video. A lot of people didn't see the video, the very first video of Kenneka Jenkins, how it all started. Okay. So we're not going to play the whole video. We're going to play portion of the video just to give you a taste of what happened, how it led up to it. So when we come back from the break, more with DBL, but we want to show you this video and what really happened to prompt the other events that happened in her untimely death, murder. We still don't know what's going on. So make sure y'all come back. Charm City Direct Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com. In the building, DBL. They are here. Y'all need to be here. You can call in 410-702-5657. If you don't want to call, you can text 443-642-9403. Don't go nowhere. Much more to come.
Check out this snippet from the new season of Talk Lately with Monty when he rants about his staff.
I agree. Can you come on? I told you stop touching that button. Why is it so loud? God. Did you turn one all the way up again? Do I have to come in there? God damn her. If it was going right, I would let you do your part, but I'm sorry, but it's just not functioning the way it's supposed to be. I told you mind your business.
Well, Monty, if I can comment on the Jennifer Holiday situation, I know I'm live on the air. I'm sorry, 1 second. Okay. I know I'm live on the air. This is why this whole show is called Talk Lately.
Anyway, let's get back to every Tuesday at 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement. Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous.
You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future.
You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
This is the reality of the world that we're living in. A lot of young people don't have the information that is necessary to have healthy lives. And a lot of the organizations that are geared towards young people don't have individuals that are...
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show.
I'm just thankful this year I've dealt with, some growing pains, and I've overcome some things, and I've also, accomplished some things in the process. I've learned some things. I learned that everybody loves your work until they got to pay for it. That's what I That's what I learned. I learned everybody loves what you do.
The pay?
I mean,
not always.
Listen,
but
the Bible says money answereth all things.
Well,
okay, and there is a place. There is a place where finances is necessary. And when you got kids and when you got a wife and then you doing everything and you know you top dog at what you do, especially when you weren't in the same place you like with this radio show. You ain't in the same place you were a year ago. Should nobody be coming on the show and not donating to your show?
Can you say that on my show?
Should nobody be coming to your show?
Can you say that in the middle of the live?
Yeah, make that a promo, please.
Should nobody come on this show without donating? That is a nice commercial. I don't care if it's $20.
Donate.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show. Now here's one little speech I'm going to give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, not media, but fear.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the show, the Charm City Direct Radio Show. Myself, the man that you all know and love, E. Digger.
Strike a pose for him.
Yeah, they have no clue. That's my superhero stance. Yes. Like, play it again. Play it again.
See, there's a guy right there. It's funny.
If I had hair, I would just blow my hair. Yeah.
The extra greasy hair?
Huh?
The extra greasy hair?
No, not greasy.
And this is your girl, the magical Aneesah Morine.
They got the right one laughing!
That's the remix. Joining us live in the building, DBL, Down by Law.
What's up?
What's up?
They are
How you doing out
here,
there?
chopping it up. You just heard them talk about the music, future plans, all that good stuff. And we're going to flip-flop for a minute, if we can, because we was talking about the Kenneka Jenkins situation. And before we go any further, we have that video. We're not going to play the video as a whole because I believe it's like 6 minutes. But we're going to play that video right now. Just give y'all a taste of, you know, what's going on. So play that video.
You funny as fuck, Ruby.
It's bad. Let me see.
Slow your roll, shorty.
Keep my head, huh? Who got the nerves? This slow fucking. Let me see. She played fucking Rick Ross. Let me see. Same fuck called me wolfing earlier. Don't want me to see the phone.
Man, the phones ain't working. This weak ass connection here. Shut up. You stay at the top of me. You want to get into it? Yeah.
I'm trying to get into it. Y'all blowing me
back and forth like
That's Shemaya. Man, my shit turning red. You know I'm on this act like.
No, we don't.
Yo.
Hi, that's nice. So I'm not nice. Yeah, it's big, ain't it? I sure hope somebody come there. That's right, quiet then.
Yeah.
It's you?
I just get the video.
No, tough shit. All night.
Hello.
She thinks she crazy.
Parking inside. It's the parking lot. It's a parking lot.
My folks can use them tickets a lot of times too. He said you can go in.
Park at the parking lot.
So right there, if y'all heard in the video or you seen it, the people, she was talking on the phone, and we had said that she was inviting some more people in. Also, I was saying earlier in the show that two things that was real significant in this situation. The very fact that she tried to hide all the activity that was going on by turning up
the music, all that other stuff.
Because she kept mumbling.
Right.
You know, she was but you can hear her clearly when she was on the phone talking to people. Also, glasses. And by the way, all of this was Facebook Live. It was on Facebook Live.
All right.
Her glasses was a dead giveaway. I do it all the time. When I am unable to see in my peripheral, I will look to the closest thing with a reflection to see anybody behind me. So I'm just saying, if you was going to do something like that, take your glasses off. Get some clearer glasses. Don't have a mirrored
Because you're
lens.
saying that the incident was taking place and you could see it on her glasses.
Some of the in her camera, she was looking at a camera, so it was the reflection from her camera, from her phone into her glasses. But then you seen activity
going around her.
And then by her having her glasses on, she basically looking like she hiding something for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like hiding her face.
Wasn't there a reflection in the glasses? Like when you freeze it, I'm pretty sure
look at the video again, but I
Yeah,
believe so.
that's what they said. They said they froze the video, and you could see a young gentleman on the bed. He had on a red, like something red, red sweatsuit or something like that. The very fact that she was mumbling, because evidently when you mumble, you don't want people to really hear what you're saying or know what you're saying.
Influence.
Say it again.
She was under the influence.
Yeah.
And she was high, drinking.
Yeah.
And my thing about the situation is that, you know, with friends, when you're under the influence, it's so type of it's my bad.
No, it's good. You can hear the feedback. Take one off. Yeah,
just take one off.
Yeah, just take one off. There you go.
And when you're in influence like that and you're around friends, it's kind of like you gotta watch your own back. And you can't get too high, too drunk, especially when you're in places like that with a bunch of random strangers.
No.
I mean, these days I don't even know. Who we calling friends these days?
Exactly.
Yes. How many people really got friends anymore?
Because now they were saying, you know, they wasn't her friends. Clearly, they set her up. But it's so much to this.
It's a lot to it.
It's like a snowball effect now. You know, you see the first video with the young girl talking. She's on live. In that video, it says that she got raped. But then
it says she wasn't.
Yeah. Then they showed a video where she's partying in the car.
And
everything is fine. Everything is fine. She's in the hotel room. Fine. Laughing, drinking. They show another video where she's walking.
that's where it goes downhill.
Right. Yeah. And then they saying that it's not even her in the videos where she's walking around the hotel.
Now, I'm drunk. I'm around my friends. Why are you letting me walk somewhere by myself?
Exactly.
Bam.
That's why you gotta watch yourself.
Just
by
wander.
yourself.
By yourself.
It's like you said, you came in this world alone. You basically on alone
Exactly.
in life.
It's like, oh, I have an excuse for when you ask me why, like, how come I wasn't there? She walked by herself. See what I'm saying?
This is what I don't understand.
Right.
This is what I don't understand. One, she's a little extra in that video.
Which one?
The one she's walking.
She's walking.
Oh, got you. Yeah.
Oh, she's an extra video. I mean, extra in
walking
that video.
Into the banister.
Yeah.
But I don't believe that was her.
I don't think it was her neither.
That wasn't.
Yeah.
I didn't, because I wasn't clear on the story and like what was really happening. When I saw the video, I was like telling my daughter, "See, I told you, she just walked herself in there." And then I saw another clip of her, and then them comparing her to the other sister, and it looks like their jeans were totally different.
Mm-hmm.
She was smaller than the other sister. It just looked two different people.
Mm-hmm.
And I
think
said,
the
wait a
hotel
minute,
got something to do with
that
that. The hotel got something to do with that.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, when the story came out, they said either the girl with the glasses works there. So of course, that's what anybody. If you know somebody that works at a hotel, that's a hookup.
Not to mention the mother didn't even get to see the video. They wouldn't let her see the videos.
The mother wasn't able to do nothing.
Yeah.
Like when the mom had the press conference. Now I shouldn't say this, but mom, your daughter your daughter was just murdered. I'm not going to be that calm. That's one.
Yeah.
And people actually attacked me, because they said, well, maybe people, grieve a little differently. I accept that. I take that. But mom's was just a tad bit calm for me, And she blamed the police. In this situation, it was not the police.
I think she was so calm because in her mind, my condolences, of course.
Yeah.
But my thing is like this: a lot of people like to deflect blame, and once they have deflected it in their mind, it's like, all right, it's not my fault. So now I'm gonna blame somebody else, so I can be calm because it's not on my conscience.
Yeah.
My thing is, I mean, you can't. I'm not a parent yet, but my whole thing is like this. She made the decision to allow her daughter to go to this thing, and something went awry. So I know that that's on her conscience. So her first thing, blame the friends, blame the police. Police ain't had nothing to do with it.
But nothing they said that
your daughter
she told him
had a bad group of quote unquote friends around.
Right. They also said the mother didn't know exactly what she told her mother a different story. She ain't told about the hotel party from what.
You see, there's so many details coming out. I have not heard.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Because I said that. I was like, why would you let your daughter... I don't know. I'm a different type of parent.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm going to ask 50 questions before my son leave out the door. I'm sorry.
My mom still does it. It's okay.
Yeah.
We are in an extremely different time. And look at politics, you look at what's going on outside. Like, it's very different. You can do things. You can't do things like how you used to. My grandmother tells me in Baltimore, I've never known. She talks about how she could leave the door unlocked. She lives in the village, like right now.
You can't do that now in the village.
She could leave the doors unlocked.
No,
nothing's gonna happen.
can't do that
Everybody knew each other. Everybody looked out for each other. I don't know that Baltimore.
Right, and I'm only 23 years old, and to this day, I still text my mom and tell her where I'm at. Sometimes I can show her a location and send it to my phone.
Now, see, I've made mistakes as a parent. I think parents do. We all grieve differently. I've seen that personally firsthand. But I think in a situation like for my daughter, she was hanging out with girls who I thought was her friends to find out. And my daughter had an instinct like, I don't think this girl is really my friend, but I can't really put my finger on it.
My pops always told me I don't have friends.
Yeah, yeah. And I would tell her like, well, maybe this girl's your friend, but I don't know about this one. And it snowballed at the senior year. These very people who she thought was her best friends, who I let her go out and party with and have fun with and stay the night. These were girls that was never really her friends. Who were actually plotting to assault her in the 12th grade while she was down. She had broke her leg.
Wow.
So I mean, it's like you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
All the jealousy, envy, all that.
Smiling in your face. These little girls, you never would have seen that coming. So I'm going to take defense that maybe this mother just didn't see it coming. This young lady must have put on the face, you know, and it happened.
So the phone lines are open. If you have information, if you want to chime in, if you want to, you know, share your feedback on this situation, the Kenneka Jenkins murder, please feel free to call in 410-702-5657. If you don't want to talk, that's cool. You can text your responses to 443-642-9403. I just think that somebody's is hiding something.
Yeah, like where
because
was
it's
where
too
was
much.
the camera in the kitchen? You know, like how did they manage to assault her and nobody in other rooms heard anything? Like where was?
Yeah, where was
what type
security?
of hotel was this?
Where was security? I mean, we got the cameras, but where was security? Why didn't anybody? Hey, ma'am, or hey, girl, you know, you drunk. You know, you need to, you know, go back to your room.
I
or
mean,
something
vacant
like that.
side of the building. You mean to tell me there's no security walking around on the
After
side?
they seen the activity on the camera,
Right.
Because I've been in plenty hotels where if we drop a pin wrong, making too much noise.
Especially in Jersey.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I've been in enough hotels for that to happen. Like we playing Uno, yeah, put it, yeah. Making too much noise.
That's us. That is us.
So you get that knock on that door, and that's security. But that's a good point. If you see if all of this activity is on these cameras, why nobody look at the camera and say, what is wrong with her? Why is she walking like that? Is she drunk? Let me
Whoever
go
was
get
the
her.
hookup that got them the room didn't want to be held responsible.
That friend.
The friend. Who worked for the hotel.
That friend.
That friend. God damn. Well,
I'm gonna give y'all. I always got stories. I used to work at a senior citizen building.
They were saying that the hotel has history with organ harvesting. Damn.
Oh, man.
Remember, I was saying they was doing a
They
was doing a huge investigation in Rosemont, Illinois, and that the plant that man had owned, it was very close to that hotel. Matter of fact, when they showed the video, they showed that hotel. That the plant was like down the street. And when they tried to talk to the guy, of course, he ain't say jack. He got into his van and bounced.
Man, it sounds like an unbelievable story, but the same way you believe it, because the way everything's been set up, especially with the videos and everything, it kind of sounds about right to me.
Yeah.
No, I believe it.
Andrew was in the room partying with them.
Damn.
Damn,
That's
Andrew was
crazy.
in the room partying with them.
I'm gonna give y'all a perfect example. Like, you know, it could happen. I used to work as a senior citizen facility, and not all senior citizen facilities and people that live there, you know, you got these young old heads, you know. And we had two guys that lived in the building, and of course they did their thing with drugs and that. One Sunday morning, I get a call because I did security. It was like, you need to get over here. Something over here ain't right. I walk up, and you just have this feeling like when you cut this corner, you're not going to be happy. So I'm like, what's going on? What's it? Whoa! Dead body. 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, who want to see that
Inside the
shit?
building?
Outside of the building.
Oh my God.
Purple. Like he been out there for some hours. Purple. Dead.
Eyes open and
Yes.
everything.
Eyes open, everything. Put him out, and you can tell that somebody put him out because his hands were folded like this. Dead as a doorknob. And the dead winner. And the dead winner. Yeah. Had the position like this. Straight in the flower bed. 5 o'clock in the morning.
So did that like scar you, or did it make
Well,
you feel type of way to this day?
No. because I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it too many times. That was like during the time that I was employed there. That was like the third time of me seeing it. Like somebody actually died in my arms. I've seen, you know, people die in the bed. So that was like the third time. So when I'm hitting the ramp, coming around, just by the phone call alone, they was like, Ernest, something ain't right. You got to get over here. They never said what it was. I don't even know who the person that called me. Came up the ramp, hit that corner. What the? Yeah. He's like,
God
like damn.
God forgive me.
So of course, I had to call the So of course, I had to call the site manager, had to call the police, had to call, you know, the detect, all that, and they came. That all of them came out there. You see what I'm saying? They came out, and it was a guy in the trench coat, black guy, bald head. He was pissed. God damn it! Bald head with a goatee, and I'm standing outside, right? And he looked at me. He was like, "You work here?" I'm the only person standing here, but don't be too smart. Yes. Don't get too smart. He is pissed. Who did this? I said, I don't know. When I hit the corner, I see this.
Oh, I'm security. I'm supposed to know automatically who did this.
The whole time I'm talking to him, you got this dead body there.
Oh, wow. Oh,
We come in.
That's so eerie. So
Yeah, we
scary.
came in. They found out who did it. Yo. They kicked in the door. They dragged yo out. He was like, "You got keys to this door?" I was like, "Mm-hmm." He's like,
Oh my
"Excuse
God.
me." Opened up the door, backed up. Man, they rushed in, got him, threw him out. I'm like,
So he was a senior citizen himself?
he only had the thumb.
Ball dude?
Huh?
The ball guy?
No, the ball guy rushed in, grabbed the dude who did it. He only had nubs. He ain't had no fingers. We called them nubs. He only had these right here.
And you said he had on a trench coat, right?
The bald head, you had it on trench coat.
That is detective special.
Yeah, bald head. Yeah,
Right. All he needed was a fedora.
yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah. So it can happen. It can happen.
So I guess they managed to know who did it because there was cameras outside to tell you who did it.
Yeah. They saw they rewinded the cameras because the cameras was in the office. I let them in the office. I let them do. Hey, this is police.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You could do any goddamn thing you want to do. You know. Let them in. They looked at the tape. They looked. There you go. Right there. I was like, damn. I didn't even see that shit. Went down the hall. It was about 10 of them. All 10 of them rushed in the room. Grabbed it.
With Kojak. Kojak was in it too.
Kojak was the main one. Like, you got a key? I was like, yeah. He was like, good, because our next step was we were going to kick in the door. I was like, damn. We want to take this quick break. Coming back, more with DBL live in the building. And we talking about the Kenneka Jenkins incident. More with DBL when we would come back. If you'd like to call in, 410-702-5657. Don't go nowhere. Much more to come.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show. So since we're talking about the book, can you give people a synopsis of what the book is and what's the name of the book again, and then what it's about?
The name of the book is From Trial to Afflictions. More than one, because there were more than one afflictions.
Yes.
The book is talking about, actually, it's my life story. And I have to add in there that when that prophet told me, he said, tell your story, write the story. He said, and God said, tell your addiction. Now, see, I'm not going to tell the addiction because you have to get the book to read it. But it was about deliverance. It was about all the, trials and tribulations we go through. People that come into our life, even people that come to try and break you down or draw you down so that you can't stand for God or worship Him through your situation, because that's the adversary using them. We have to know that. But through it all, I was still praying and fasting. I needed help from God. I really did. I needed help from God to see me through. And for anyone that's going through, I say that this book is about different afflictions.
Yes.
Going through them, how you get through them. And I had a sister pushing me too, praying for me. I thank God for that again.
Yes.
But it also talks about deliverance. There is deliverance in the process.
Yes.
And you have to be willing to see yourself first to know that you need deliverance.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K, check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9/11.
Coming to y'all soon.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We back. Welcome back to the show. Thank you for tuning in. If you were living under a rock, you're watching. Had to give y'all a chance.
Where's it been all this time?
What's this? E-Digger looking like a superhero. And his theme music. Can't do that on radio.
Keep hitting that girl next to him. Keep smacking that girl.
He smacked the hard. Heard the sound effect. Take that.
Take that. Take that.
Take that. Take that.
Did he?
Can't stop, won't stop. Bad boy.
Go get
it. Get money. Live in the studio, DBL.
Hey.
We chopping it up.
Y'all doing out there?
And
Very interesting story with this Kenneka thing. Have they done the autopsy yet?
that I don't know.
They did, but they came back inconclusive.
Come on now.
We know it's a lie, though.
Really?
Really?
That's crazy.
Inconclusive.
No.
Really?
I tell you what, though, I know there's gonna be
Yeah,
that's real. Yeah. That's gonna be a feature season.
I'm watching an episode too.
What's
I
that?
love American Horror Story.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's a good show.
Wow. So we're gonna get into our next topic, but before we go on to that topic, any upcoming dates, any upcoming performances from you guys?
Performances. We just had a show at the Depot this past Sunday.
Okay.
Up and coming, nothing at the moment.
I've never been to the. Not to cut you off. I've never been to the Depot. I heard a lot of good things about it. How is it?
It's
check it out.
It's relaxing. It's cool.
Okay. Small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it looked big.
Cool atmosphere.
It's not big.
It's just
not really.
That section of the depot is big.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the biggest part of the depot.
It's a bar there.
She said it's a bar there.
No doubt. But right now we're trying to just regroup and work on our group tape. Down My Law Volume 1 is going to be featuring us. It's also going to be featuring Darius. He's an MC from Baltimore. We just trying to build the album, make sure that it's 100% before we put it out there, because we don't want to half step. We want to come out there and be like, this is what we can really get our feet wet with as a collective, because we all have solo projects and things like that, but this is going to be our first official group release as far as the tape goes.
And we also have.
So we have
I'm
a
sorry.
phone
We got a call.
Oh, but
Caller, you there?
Turn down your mic. Or turn down.
Caller, you're alive. Okay. Guess not. 2, 3.
Caller.
They hung up. Okay.
Okay. All right.
We'll call back. She got it. Sudden stage fright. Huh?
Yeah, they were trying to watch it and speak at the same time. I could hear it.
We just heard the voice of God. What you say,
He
Eric?
was saying they was speaking and watching it at the same time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's Jesus calling it.
Yeah. Eric got that deep voice, boy.
He does.
Yeah, you got to
He
do
does.
one of the other. Don't call back no more. So what you were saying? I'm sorry.
Also, along with the DBL tape, we have more solo projects coming. This man right here, this young lady over here, my boy Lucas Wanders has coming between the end of this year and next year.
Yeah, Lucas Wanders is dropping Stellar Mayhem. Lil is working on Celestial. My album Cypher Skills is 95% done. That's gonna come out probably 2018 around spring, probably.
Okay.
Then I got Hot Thoughts coming out sometime between January and February.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
And me, I'm working on something.
And we got a call.
Man,
Hello?
man just dropped the tape.
Hello?
Dopest tape ever.
I think we can hear you.
Yep. Davon, what's up?
That's
What's up,
Davon?
bro?
Yo, Davon.
That's...
Yo.
My man called all the way from North Carolina. How
Yo,
That's what's up.
Make some noise for Davon, the illest producer in DBL, one of the illest rappers.
No, hold on. I go by many names, but they call me Raul Hugh Hefner.
Yo, make some noise.
man is wild.
You have to remember.
Wow. Did y'all group call each other, then call the station? Is that what
Yeah. Hey, y'all doing a great job, man. Y'all doing a great job.
Thank you.
I try to be professional.
Thanks, my brother.
Hey, I just want to say what's up real quick, but Skills, I just know I ain't get my paycheck yet, so yeah, work on that.
Whoa!
I will pay you
when I get paid.
When I get paid.
Shade. That was shade.
All right, yo, I'm gonna finish watching the show. You know, gang. Let's get at DBL forever.
Yo, thanks, bro.
He gonna come up here from North Carolina. Where my money at, man?
Actually, he live up here.
Oh, he up here? Oh, okay. Okay.
Here.
He played football for Cheney for real.
That's what's up. Thanks for calling in.
He has another project coming out as well.
He's working on his tape too, but that's circa 2019.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say where my money. Hey, yo, you funny. Ask Zach Lincoln from Afton.
So we
put nobody out there.
He hung up.
Call?
Okay.
Oh, they hung up.
Okay. So we gonna get and where can people find you? Right quick.
All right. So as a group, you can find us on SoundCloud as all one word, Down by Law, and then after that, radio. But mine, you type in D Skills Harris, all my stuff come up.
For me, you can find me on SoundCloud. SoundCloud, Lord.
That's a new
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.
I might start that website. Who
Yeah,
knows?
Tajay Christopher. You type in Tajay Christopher on SoundCloud, he comes up.
Or SoundCloud. Who knows?
And then with me, you can find me on SoundCloud at Vaughn VAWN, and also on like Twitter and Instagram as Vaughn DBL.
Okay.
Oh, and DBL Records on
So
Facebook.
we got
That's
another
one
call?
word.
We got another call. Caller, you there? Hello.
They listen, they watching, listening.
They hung up. Okay.
I heard somebody say
With
DBL.
another thing,
Yes, that was playback from the.
I think Tajay, you brought them a gift or something, right? Oh, them.
Oh, they're back. Caller.
Caller, you there?
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, can y'all
You're
hear me?
live. Caller, you there?
Want to shout out DBL?
Yeah, they listening now.
Yeah, it was good.
What's up?
Hello.
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 I was about to say, this is DBL. We are your conscience.
His volume was turned down.
What's that? Oh, okay. My engineer was saying you can't call in and listen at the same time. So keep that in mind when you call. You cannot. I do it all the time. I would love to hear my voice. I think I hear my voice enough. But you cannot call and hear yourself or listen to the show all at the same time. So it's either one or the other. Sorry. So somebody was saying something.
You were saying something, D. I cannot remember.
I was asking you about them CDs you was going to give them.
Thank you for reminding me. I actually bought copies of my first tape, MDMA, but I accidentally left it in the car.
Go back out and get them.
I'll still give y'all the whole concept of it.
Okay.
MDMA, I started working on it last year with D. Thank you to him.
No problem.
Pretty much it's a concept tape that follows from when I was 17 up until say about the beginning of this year.
Okay.
Pretty much every emotion I've ever felt, whether I was happy, sad, depressed,
So this is just
whatever.
all out.
Everything. Yeah.
And shout out to the producers on that.
Oh, definitely.
My man A Rhoda Alpha.
Oh, we need
from
to
Texas.
hear this.
Know what I mean? 6 Phil, 7 Good from Houston, Texas. Who else produced one?
The homie Mikey from Amethyst Rockstars, the homie Imani from LA. Good amount of people. Just X, thank you for the beat for A Clockwork Orange. Phenomenal song. The homie Drippy, a nasty 16-year-old producer, one of the nastiest producers I've ever just come across.
Also a feature, MQ the Impaler from Massachusetts.
Yo, shout out to him.
Orthodox Empire, shout out them.
And shout out to the whole squad that was on the tape.
Wow.
That was phenomenal.
That's
I like how y'all calling out, recognizing individuals not just from Baltimore. It sounded like y'all were dealing with other talent outside of Maryland.
We've worked with a lot of MCs outside of Maryland, and outside of the country, mainly producers.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Thank you.
All right, we looking forward to that then. We want to hear that.
So we're going to get into our next topic, and the topic is growing up too fast.
Oh, man.
Come back to
I got
MDMA.
plenty to
Thank
say
you.
about that one.
And we came up with that topic.
Yeah, so my daughter, sometimes when we need help with topics, my daughter, she's 20, so I'm like, what do we talk about? She was like, talk about the Kylie Jenner. She's pregnant by Travis Scott. And I was like, God damn, that little girl, how old is she?
Now, help me, Travis Scott. Is he black or white?
He's black.
Okay,
Oh, and then she made fun of the whole
He's
the
one of
whole
the dopest
fact
producers
that,
in the game.
Yeah, he is. And I messed with one of his albums, but I was about to say she was making fun of him because she was like, a lot of these black artists dealing with women who are not black, that he's gone to the sunken place. So she was just making fun of the whole
You already know how I feel,
situation.
We're not going to get to that.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into that.
I'm going to be really up here on my fair content.
Right.
Yeah.
I really... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just
I'm
saying,
sorry.
but just the fact that she has, since she was 16, you know what I'm saying, has always been dealing with men who are older than her. And my daughter mentioned that maybe it's just because she's got money and she don't really have nothing to worry about, and she's just free to just do what she wants, her perspective.
I think the situation with Kylie is by her growing up too fast because the environment she's in and the influences she has. And on top of that, I feel like she's suffering from like
Generation family.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I mean,
I
that
would.
too, but
Generation,
more like insecurity issues.
what?
Like she has a lot of pressure on her.
Oh.
I would say insecurity issues because, when the Kardashians first started with the show, people was making fun of her looks and saying she wasn't pretty enough. So that made her self-esteem go down, and to the point that she wanted to keep changing herself and basically being something that she knows she isn't.
I think the whole Kardashian is a business.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
And
I always say Kris Jenner is a genius.
They had to incorporate Kylie in some way. That's how I figured. And now, forgive me for what I'm about to say, but all black men Now, some of them, one of them is married to a white guy, I believe. Or at one was. But they got it.
But she's dating a. I believe she's dating a black man now. I believe. I'm not sure.
What is their nationality? Armenian
and white.
Yeah.
Same difference.
It was Italian.
I think it's Armenian with the Kardashian, that Ian at the end. I think that's Armenian. All black men. I just can't
with respect to Kylie, she definitely is doing a damn thing in real estate. So she and then you got the first one, Kim, who's broke out in her own line. She had her own shoe line, all that before she became who she is. So they all respectively had their own things going.
Okay.
But it's just the fact that this baby wasn't even 16 or so before she was messing with Tiger. You know what I mean? And then it's just like now she's dealing with this young man, and I think he's about the same age as her. I'm not sure how old is
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott is my age.
Yeah, so about 23, 24.
24. And she's 20. But just the fact that I'm just like, wow, now you're having a baby. Just how that looks to a lot of the sisters who are not where she is.
Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask that because maybe, I don't know, my whole thing is like this. I think that it sends the wrong message when you see these brothers who more than likely were raised by black women, nurtured by black women, always supported by black women, when they have two pennies to rub together, then they get this bread, and it's like, sister, it appears to be that once they get that bread and they reach a certain status, it's like there's less and less sisters in the picture. And my thing is like this. I honestly feel like there is no one who can understand the black man more than the black woman.
But my thing about it as well, I ain't trying to attack the men on this, because they might feel some type of way with me saying this. But
I'm already offended. You didn't say anything yet.
But my thing is, I think reason why these dudes get rich and get on and mess with a white woman because, well, they can't handle the strength of a black woman when they get on.
Okay. They say that...
I'm not offended no more.
I'm not offended.
I'm not.
They say that... I hate to say colors, but they said that a white woman is prepared. She's taught to how to keep her man. We're taught how to survive without one. So it's like
exactly that's what it is.
And that's what it is. It's not that we don't need them or we don't want you. It's just that that's what we've been taught to do because it's just the conditioning of life.
They want somebody to want them and need them, like you just said. Black women can do it by themselves.
I've seen him. About that. He was saying that when skills were taken out of schools, it was this whole thing about like you can always feed yourself and your family if you have a skill. But once you get that piece of paper, that doesn't always guarantee that you're gonna have a job in that specific field. And he was saying that after the Panthers were dismembered illegally through COINTELPRO and things of that nature, it was more and more attacks on the black man, and more black men were getting snatched up. So basically, black women became the one race who had to know how to survive without their men, where it got to the point where they don't really need their men, and they feel like that. I don't know if all of them feel like that. I'm not saying that they do, but that's Dr. Umar Johnson's theory, and I think that he does have a point.
Not only that, but you have the social service, you have the system itself that thrives on the division of our families. You know what I'm saying? Pull the black man out of the home. Right. You can take this money, but the black take man the money. You know, social services. Okay, child support. This is what you have, and it makes the family divide. Like you can't ask for help with the man in the home. You have to actually have the man out of the home or going through something before any help could be given to the household. Yeah, so it's built on a division. But just the fact that you have this sister who has money, who's painting this great picture for someone who is not in the same situation as she is, and then she's pregnant and having a baby. What does that say? What does that feed into our own generations? You know what I mean? As it already is, it's just creating a continuous broken, generation from just seeing that. So it's just like growing up too fast. We already had that picture painted. You know what I mean? It's just I
just think that the parents, it's okay. We got money, we good, go ahead.
That's how it comes off.
Yeah, but I still think, you know, she's young. You're having a baby, and that goes back to my I had said this. I forgot where I said this on which show, but I said when black girls back in the day was having babies, it was cardinal sin, and how white girls was having or had a baby, it was the greatest gift since sliced bread and Jesus. You know, and why is it good that the white girl had a baby and it's glorified that they made shows about it on MTV? Teen Moms.
I've never seen.
I saw one episode.
I've never seen one episode.
Yeah, I saw one. And I was just channel surfing and I saw it. I stumbled upon it.
You never seen Teen Mom?
I think I did see Teen Mom, and I think I did see a black young girl, but I think she was mixed. I don't think she was necessarily like all black.
And she was explaining like they came to her and wanted her to do the show.
Well,
you know,
when I was in high school, there was this black girl who was about to graduate, and then, I mean, she graduated on time, but she had to take some days off school because she got pregnant. And she talked to one of her best friends, and her best friend looked her in her face and was like, "You know you're a stereotype now." And I'm like she surely wouldn't have said that to a pregnant white girl. But a lot of those families, they deal with teen pregnancy differently than we do. Like if something like that was to happen to somebody around us, it probably would have been like the end of the world. But in that culture, a lot of them, they just accept it and it's like, okay, we got a new baby.
Pretty much things are more accepting with them than with us for some reason.
In a position to not have to worry about the new, like the income loss. See what I'm saying? So that's probably what the difference is.
Yeah, I mean, for a lot of us, we are the only culture that divides instead of coming together
and actually working together.
Yeah, so you have the Hispanic community that will actually have children and they're young girls, but their family pull together, and if they all gotta live 20 in one house,
they sure do.
They gonna make it happen. And you got other cultures, but our culture is the only one
that shuns a lot of things. And I don't mean to get bit off topic, but also when it comes to like mental disorders and mental illness, we the only community that just shun that.
Yeah.
Because we were taught that if you show weakness, that's something to exploit. So you just keep it moving. And that's a bad
thing. Like that, yo.
But a lot of us look at mental issues as a white people.
Exactly. Right. For example, if you got like ADHD or bipolar disorder, when the white communities, they look at it like, okay, we're going to get you some help. It's nothing. But black communities, oh, he need a butt whooping, or they just crazy.
We going to throw the holy water on him.
Yeah. Right. And that's what my tape, Hot Thoughts, actually talks about.
Right.
Those things.
It's like a trickle-down effect. You're talking about mental illness. You're talking about people in the community who don't really know how to handle their emotions because they're not getting the help that they need, which then in turn is resulting in violence, unnecessary violence.
You see a lot of people in our community that still suffer from it, and
they don't know. Nobody knows how to handle their emotions, and so nobody knows that, okay, you can actually talk about this or have some kind of mediation. There's no recourse that they really understand, so shout out to Baltimore Ceasefire for stepping up and putting that out there. And November 3rd through November 5th, we'll be back out there in the streets. Baltimore Ceasefire for that initiative. They got an award yesterday.
Yes. Oh my God, I love them.
Shout out to LNG, E Wonder, Jakia, all of y'all. I forget y'all, some of y'all names, so please charge it to my mind and not my heart. They got an award yesterday. DC.
That's what's up.
That was incredible.
For recognition of that. So there are people out here who is trying to pull things together for our communities, and yeah.
And with respect to the topic, growing up too fast, not just celebrity wise, but I don't know if y'all do it, but when friends of mine have kids, you see them as babies first minute, and then when you blink of an eye, especially girls, they They posted. I'm like, what? You just a baby? Like, I have a friend.
Oh my gosh!
That I remember her having her daughter. Now she's an internet sensation. She's an internet sensation. She, hi, you know, I'm like, what? I miss. Where was the the diaper changing? Where was the bottle? Like in the blink of an eye. You know, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but goddamn, what happened to your childhood? What happened to your childhood?
Yeah, there was a baby that they posted on Instagram. It was clear that whoever took this photo of this baby, their intentions. First of all, you getting an angle. What are you getting an angle of? This baby, not even 2 years old, you getting a picture of her bottom. She's got an outfit on that's fitting. She's got her shoulder hanging out, and she's got a hairstyle that looks just too grown for her to even have.
2 years old.
2 years old. Who you think looking at that?
Pedophiles. And that's another thing. Like, your kids, and they don't necessarily have to be daughters. It could be sons as well. Your kids are growing up.
One thing I hate, this burns my soul, to all mothers and fathers, please forgive me when I say this, but stop calling your kids my little man. My little
name.
My little woman. They are still kids. Stop making them grow up. Let them be them first.
I feel you on that.
My little king.
Okay, I understand that.
As black men or black boys,
we forced to be men. We're forced to be men.
Because if we go outside, we do something, we gonna get held accountable as adults. I mean, like remember the Brock Turner situation, bro? Yo basically got a slap on the wrist. Let that have been somebody my hue or your hue. It would be entirely different. The whole narrative would have changed. We are seen as adults from the age 14. We are seen as adults.
I was talking about infants, bro.
But I'm just saying, bro. As a black, I'm just saying. In this society,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Black men, black boys are forced to grow up.
That is true.
King, like I don't like the term for it's prince or princess. King and queen, as a child, he's growing up to be a king. She's growing up to be a queen. You're giving her a high title and some kids, not all, they take that to heart. My daddy called me a king. I'm the king of the house. Pat. And when he start, acting like the man of the house, it's too late. It's cute, and that's another thing. These things that kids do while they are cute, and then it gets uncontrollable. You don't know how to handle that because you walking around the house, he cuss. But then when he start to put those curse words in sentences, God damn it, mother, baloney. It's like, damn.
But like Skills was saying about how black men are forced to grow up faster by calling them a king or whatever the case may be. Technically, he really is the man of the house, especially if the father isn't present.
True.
Yeah. I was, what, I when I see our young men walking around with like no shirts on, or they're just walking around in the neighborhood, I'm always scared for y'all because I'm like, yo, dog, come on.
And I got some backlash for this photo too, and
I'm always scared for y'all because I'm thinking, y'all easy targets. And I asked this brother, I said, yo, put a shirt on. Like, and he didn't get upset with me. I said, look, I need you to look at this the way I'm looking at this. You're in Catonsville, yo. You're walking around all these people who do not know, okay? And you're just minding your business, true. And you should be able to walk any way you want, but yo, you're out here in Catonsville, walking amongst just with no shirt on, looking suspect.
My
Any
son,
opportunity.
My son, before he cut his hair, it started as a mohawk and the cruddy. Somehow he managed to twist his hair. It just got all out of proportion. Like it started, I said, you know, if you keep it up, you know, you get your hair cut, blah, 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 you know, that's your thing. But when people see him, just what you said, they're not worried about that. They see him with that hairstyle. Now I'm not going to say every young boy has that hairstyle.
Hairstyle, that's the style at the moment.
The style at the moment. Now, when I'm going to say this, I'm going to wrap it up. For instance, if there was a crime that committed or anything, and that person have that hairstyle, and you walking in these neighborhoods and they don't know who you are, who they going to point the finger at? You. At that moment,
and
at that time.
It's sad, but it's just...
It's reality. Yeah. Motivational moment?
I think so, yeah. Within 30 minutes.
Is this the end of the show?
No? Just a break. Okay, I got time to grab something. Okay,
all right.
Cool.
We're going to take this quick break. More with DBL. Live in the building.
Hey.
Charm City Direct Radio Show right here, only on Be Exposed Radio. Don't go nowhere. Motivational moment coming up.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council. Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin' Street? Girlin' Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show.
Focus on the word take for a moment.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I mean, when I begin to just, think about take, when you taking something. Yes, we think about, the possession and grab and hold, but when you taking something on, you're capturing it, you're securing it, and you become impregnated with that.
Wow.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the show. It's the Charm City Direct Radio Show right here, only on BeExposedRadio.com. 3 ways you can watch the show. Go to YouTube, type in Be Exposed Radio. Go to the official website of Be Exposed Radio at BeExposedRadio.com. And make sure you go and like and watch this video in its entirety at our official fan page at Facebook.com/Charm City Direct BXR. Chopping it up with hip hop music artists DBL live in the studio today. It was our pleasure. It was our honor that y'all came in.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Thank both of y'all.
I can't do it like Aneesah.
It was our pleasure and our honor to be on here with you guys.
Thank you.
Great conversation today.
Yes.
Gosh.
Oh yeah, it got real in
Yeah,
And thanks for y'all input. A lot of people come on here.
They're like, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Like, get them out.
I'm not scared to speak my mind.
This happens.
No,
you
it
have
happens.
to
It's
make your voice
around
known.
us. It's in our community. So how can we keep ignoring it?
That's what's up. One more time, how can people reach out to y'all? How can people connect with y'all?
All right, so I'm D Skills Harris. All you have to do is type that in, and all my stuff will come up. The group page on Facebook is DBL Records.
Okay.
As for me, you can find me on SoundCloud at Ty J Christopher, or you can find me on Instagram, Ty J Christopher, or on Facebook at TJ Christopher.
Okay.
And on Facebook, I know on the Facebook, my username on there is Vaughn Music, and then on my bad, I'm sorry, I got a brain freeze or whatever. But Twitter and IG, Vaughn DBL, and SoundCloud, Vaughn.
Okay. VAWN, all caps.
Oh, my bad, y'all, about that. My bad.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
It's good. It's all good. Thanks again.
And you can check their music out, right?
Yeah. On the fan page, facebook.com/Charm City Direct BXR. One of the videos is on here. I don't know. That's the name of it.
Okay, that's produced by Davon.
Yeah. You can check that out on the fan page.
Share it out, like, follow everybody.
And the music, you can hear the other two songs on the website, BeExposedRadio.com.
Yeah, y'all go check that out.
One of them is by myself and the member Lil, called Her.
Okay.
Phenomenal song. For all my neo soul lovers, that's for y'all.
That's what's up.
He shouted Lil that project.
And the other song is unreleased.
Okay.
We did that just for this show, for real. So go check that out. You know what I mean?
That's what's
That's
up.
me and Till. City forever, rah, rah, rah. You know what I mean?
And now, the motivational moment by Aneesah.
Okay, real quick. Sometimes you have to experience what you thought you wanted just to realize that's not what you needed.
True statement. That's very relevant for me.
That's what's up.
Did you feel that?
That just made my day.
Very relevant.
It just
That's
hit you,
what's
right?
up. This has been another dope show.
Yes.
Right here on Be Exposed Radio. Make sure you tune in next week. Another exciting show here on the Charm City Direct Radio Show. And make sure you tune in every Friday night, every Sunday night, to the new segment, my new show, Late Night Live with E. Digger. It is powered by Charm City Direct TV. Make sure you catch it at facebook.com/LNLW E. Digger. Or you can check it out on Charm City Direct TV at facebook.com/Charm City Direct TV. Hey, I've been your host, the man that you all know and love, E. Digger.
Hey, it's your girl, the magical Aneesah Morine. Bing.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. Peace.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Hey everybody, this is your girl, the one